Viewers all over the world, tune in. I want you to pray with me in the spirit as we maneuver swiftly, as I bring you to this revelation, into this mystery. I want you to pray with me, and as I'm speaking right now, I want you to pray in the spirit. La ruta ya ba alekotosh kimeze patute le vahani kudush frate la gano shiva ligadesh na zuta ev kutugunu mase pade delegedosh kama hazebe bedi lo trato Jesus Christ krate vela kudushkia mase tanta la vahadege amutu korulu buru seta la bahani kashkia bese ekritu rudu stiva legedo man kanta legodosh kina vazehene pratela gus papo rogodos matinta ligadush avin kasto hudi kalibra anivado matela brade vegedo krata ya ba alegodosh kina maze na tetele be edefegedo krista migidush tivela karusta kadetele anika toskia vede ashka lebron tatala badesh cruzina made agiva lutu suna made kreshama eduli gashti mahade begedo frakuna ba adevele tune in the name of Jesus, tune in the spirit, tune in the spirit mashka lebro hosove peta maade in the name of Jesus Christ mantole bedefe ratista maade shekude malegedo skia made sharida lebegedo esfina gidus kia masina baledo roga maride lebegedo lekara bahalegedo skia mase karo de lebegedo shakina made belegedo rosuna madahave kedusta vilegedo skia barila begedo anida lebadusi madegede leta rafala lebele lebukosu adishka vina madosa paruda leba adevegedesh masto liga ba angika afikinu kuskia bahare lesuli bigina fa ade madede lebegedo godu skida ba asefegedo in the name of Jesus Christ.
Prophet of God,
Yes.
we thank God that today we have the privilege to be here. This is a common ground,
Right.
and most people rarely do visit this place. But God has granted us the favor for us to do our live broadcasting here.
Hallelujah.
So as we've got the gist of the matter, we just want to go deeper today.
All right.
We want to go deeper today
All right.
and establish and make it clear some issues concerning the issue of this graveyard.
All right. Today we are dealing. Our topic today is the state of the dead. Right.
That's right.
We are dealing about the state of the dead. That's the topic of today.
That's right.
Right. So what do you want me to touch on?
Prophet of God,
Yeah.
we have got two dimensions of wisdom.
Right.
So as we want to expagorate on this one
All right.
for the benefit of our viewers
All right.
who are now watching live here, I want you to touch on these two dimensions, distinguish and differentiate the wisdom. First, we've got the wisdom of God,
Right.
and secondly, we've got the dimension which is the wisdom of man.
All right.
So I just want you to separate the two and make it clear, so that our viewers can have a good understanding, a better understanding.
Right. Go to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 7, so that we establish the wisdom of man and the wisdom of God.
I'll go to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse number
Number 7.
7.
Right.
I'll read from the KJV version.
All right.
But we speak the wisdom of God in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom, which God ordained before the world unto our glory.
Right. Okay, can you come again so that our viewers understand better?
I will repeat. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse number 7,
Right.
the KJV. But we speak the wisdom of God in a mystery,
The wisdom of God in a mystery.
even the hidden wisdom.
Meaning to say the wisdom of God is called mystery. That is the hidden wisdom. Right? So we have got the wisdom of man, and we have got the wisdom of God, which is called a mystery or mysteries. The wisdom of man is philosophy, right? The man of God, when I was doing my PhD in philosophy, right, you come to a place where philosophy is divided into 5 divisions.
That's powerful.
Philosophy
That's powerful.
is often divided into 5 major divisions, right? The first division is called epistemology. Then the second division is called metaphysics. Then the third dimension or the third division of philosophy is called ethics. Number 4, it is called logic. Then number 5, it is called aesthetics. You understand?
That's powerful.
So you've got epistemology, then you've got aesthetics, then we also have got ethics, then we have got logic, then we also have got metaphysics. These are 5 major divisions of philosophy, right? Right. So this is the wisdom of man. You understand?
That's the wisdom of men.
Yeah, that's the wisdom of man.
All right.
And in philosophy again, in philosophy again, we have got what we call legal philosophy. You understand? When you are studying about philosophy, when you come to the doctorate level, right? We have got what we call legal philosophy. Legal philosophy now. Legal philosophy. This is the wisdom or the philosophy that is concerned about laws and the principles of laws.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right. That's
And
right.
this wisdom is used in courts to make decisions, right? So it's called legal philosophy, right? Legal philosophy is concerned with laws and the principles whereby the courts use it to make decisions in court. And in the wisdom of men, we have got what we call, right? We also have got other branches of philosophy. You understand?
That's powerful.
This is the wisdom of men. We have got the philosophy that is called the garden philosophy of the garden. Then we also have got what we call philosophy of the Lyceum. You understand? Then we also have what we call philosophy of the porch. Then we also what we call philosophy, natural philosophy, philosophy of physical science.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
This
Right.
is the wisdom of man.
That's the wisdom
You
of
understand?
men.
So philosophy is a doctrine of knowledge whereby men they used to live by. You understand?
All right.
This is
All
the
right.
wisdom of man.
Wisdom of men.
Right. This is
All
the
right.
wisdom of men. So I said we have got other branches of philosophy whereby I said we have got the wisdom, the philosophy of the garden, philosophy of the Lyceum, then philosophy of the porch, and we also have got philosophy of physical science, whereby it is called natural philosophy.
Natural philosophy.
And the philosophy, man of God, it is the extraction of wisdom from nature.
All right.
So this is the wisdom of wisdom of man.
Men. That's powerful. That's powerful.
You understand?
That's powerful.
Right now, viewers all over the world, I also want to touch about the wisdom of God, as the man of God has read it. The wisdom of God is called mysteries. When we are talking about the wisdom of God now, we are talking about the mysteries of God, which are hidden.
That's powerful.
You understand?
All right.
So there is a difference between a revelation and a mystery. A revelation is something that can be revealed. It's something that is there and it can be revealed. You understand?
All right.
It's something that is already there. Then you just need a curtain to be unveiled so that you can see a revelation.
You can see it clearly.
That's a revelation.
That's a revelation.
Then a mystery is something that is hidden. You have to search for it. You search for a mystery. That is why it's called a mystery. And for a mystery now, you have to search for a mystery.
You search for a mystery.
It's not something that is like a revelation.
It's something that is locked in.
Right. With the mysteries now, mysteries they are unlocked. But the revelations they are revealed.
That's powerful.
You understand?
That's powerful.
So prophets they move in mysteries. So
All right.
mysteries is another dimension that is different from a revelation.
From a revelation.
You understand?
That's powerful.
Right?
That's
So
powerful.
this is a mystery, man of God.
That's powerful.
So a mystery is something that is hidden. You understand? Right. A revelation is something that is there and needs to be removed of a cover. You only remove a cover, a veil, then you see a revelation.
Revelation.
John the Revelator at the island of Patmos, he saw what we call revelation. Those were revelations. They were not mysteries.
That's powerful.
But Paul now, he maneuvered in the realm of mysteries. Right. Read the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14 verse 45. 1 Corinthians 14 verse 45.
1 Corinthians chapter 14.
Or chapter 15 verse 51.
chapter 15, verse number 51.
Kalabrahasegede.
Mentaya barodosh.
Mataya gunsulege.
Zuntayan, Zuntaya.
Antabaliva adogoshkia.
1 Corinthians chapter 15 from verse number 51.
51.
I shall read. Behold, I show you a mystery.
Behold, I show you a mystery.
We shall not all sleep.
Right. I wanted the first part whereby it says, "Behold, I show you a mystery." Paul was moving in mysteries, but when John the Revelator was writing his epistle, he said, "I, John, saw the angel of the God of the Lord, and by a revelation." You understand? He says in his epistle, in his book, that the angel of the Lord unveiled a revelation to me by the Spirit of God. You understand? So John the Revelator saw what he saw in a revelation. So that was a dimension called a revelation.
That's powerful.
But Paul now maneuvered in a dimension called mysteries.
Mysteries.
So mysteries, men of God, a mystery is something that is expensive. There is a reason why it is called a mystery, because it is hidden from certain people. Mysteries they are meant not to be shown or to be unlocked to everyone. That's why they are called a mystery. That is why Paul said, "Behold, I show you a mystery." Means it was something that was hidden, and it's hidden from certain people. There are certain people who are not supposed to access the mystery. You understand? That is why it's called a mystery. Paul is saying, "Behold, I show you a mystery." Meaning that there are people who are supposed not to know that mystery. You understand?
That's powerful.
This is powerful.
This is
So this broadcast we are having, myself, I maneuver in the dimension of mysteries. There are certain people that are not allowed to have access to these mysteries. And by that reason, they will not have access to this channel. Because it's not unto them to be shown that mystery.
They cannot understand it.
They are not allowed. Mysteries, they are not unlocked to their level, because they are not called for mysteries. And by that reason, they'll never know that I'm there. Because mysteries, they are something that it is something that is hidden.
That is hidden. That is locked in.
It's locked.
That's
A revelation is unveiled. A mystery is unlocked.
It's unlocked. That's powerful. That's powerful. That's powerful. So, prophet of God,
Right.
in actual sense here, you are saying God had to entrust at the mountain, at the island of Patmos, to join the Revelator.
Guys, John was moving in the revelation.
In the revelation.
That's why the book is called The Revelation of Jesus Christ. If you read some parts in the book of Revelation, it is written the revelation of Jesus Christ, which he saw by the angel of God.
So revelations now, they do operate by the reason of an angel.
Exactly.
While it's a mystery,
A mystery now is in the realm of God.
it's a direct link.
Yeah, it's a direct link. You access it through the God realm.
That's powerful.
When you are
That's
dealing
powerful.
in mysteries
That's
now, you are dealing in the God realm, not in the angelic realm. Revelations, they are revealed and unveiled in the angelic realm. But mysteries now, they are now in the God realm.
God realm.
You get it?
That's powerful.
Mysteries, they are now in the God realm.
That's powerful.
For you to access a mystery, it has to be unlocked by somebody. You understand? That is why Paul is saying, "Behold, I show you a mystery." Meaning to say it was something that was hidden from the foundation of the world.
That's powerful.
Right?
That's powerful.
So, men of God, today, what are we dealing with?
Men of God, thank you so much for elaborating upon this issue of philosophy, the dimensions of philosophy.
All right.
Thank you so much. Now, men of God, as we move on with our broadcasting,
All right.
if I just look around here, if we are standing on this ground, and you can see these are graves.
All right.
This is this ground is a graveyard.
Yeah.
This is a graveyard.
All right.
If you check or on the notices written above, all over, you can just check.
in the graves,
In
right?
the graves, you can see
All over the place.
all over the place, all over the place. Viewers all over the world, you can see it for yourself. Now I can see it is written at every grave. I can see it is written, "Rest in peace."
Right.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. This one, rest in peace. This one, rest in peace. So now, prophet of God,
Right.
I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Why is it that people are writing at these graves, "Rest in peace," instead of "Rest in soul" or "Rest in spirit"?
Okay. You are seeing the graves. I can see all the graves here that are written, may your soul rest in
Rest
peace.
in peace.
May your soul rest in peace.
Yes.
So what's the question now?
So the question now, I just want you to to expurgate now, why do we prefer to say, may your soul rest in peace?
Okay, right. Man of God, right.
Where are the bodies?
All right.
Where is the spirit?
All right.
Because right now, as far as we can stand here, they are dry bones.
They're dry bones.
This place is full of dry bones, man, and prophet of God.
Exactly.
So where exactly is the soul? Where exactly is the spirit of these dead people?
Okay. In other words, you are saying there are bones underneath these graves.
That's right.
There are bones. So in other words, people, it is meant that people were supposed to write there, may your bones or may your body rest in peace.
That's correct.
Because it's the deposits of the flesh and body that are in these graves.
That's correct.
There's no soul there.
There's no soul.
There is no spirit there.
There's no spirit.
So rightfully, people, they were supposed to write on these graves, may your body rest in peace. But instead, it is written, may your soul rest in peace.
Well, at least the body is the one which is present.
All right.
That is present.
That is underneath the grave.
Underneath the grave, 7 feet down.
So in other words, they were supposed to write, may your body rest in peace. May your bones rest in peace. But instead, it is written, may your soul rest in peace. So you want to understand, man of God, why is it written, may your soul rest in peace? Right.
Because I can't see any soul here.
Right. Viewers all over the world, you have heard the question from the man of God. I was taken by the Spirit of God, and I was taken to a place where the body of a man was formed. Right. When the spirit of a man met the dust of the ground, the form of dust God had formed from the dust, the body of a man, which God had formed from the dust of the ground. The Bible says, and a man became a living soul. You understand? That's right. So yesterday, God took me to that place called the formation place, where the body of a man, where the dust of the ground met the Spirit of God, and the soul became. I was taken to that place yesterday. That is why today I'm coming up with this revelation, with this mystery. With this mystery, right? Adam, man of God, the man Adam, he was not called Adam when the spirit and the body had not met. You understand?
That's right.
The name Adam only came when the spirit from God met the body from the dust of the ground. That's when the name Adam came from. When the spirit of Adam was created at Genesis chapter 1 verse 26, the Bible said, and God said, let's create man in our own image. You understand? The man was referred to man. There was no name there. You understand? There was no name. But the name Adam now came when the spirit met the form of dust God had made. And when the soul became, then the name Adam came.
That's powerful.
You understand?
That's powerful.
So meaning to say now, the name Adam is referring to the soul. The soul that became when the spirit met the dust of the ground. That's when Adam is coming. So Adam is the soul. You understand?
Meaning to say, the body does not have a name. The spirit doesn't have a name.
It doesn't have a name.
But the soul is the one that is carrying the name Adam.
Right. Now, when God breathed his spirit into the dust, into the form of dust, God had made it from dust. That's when the man Adam had a name. So Adam, at Genesis chapter 1 verse 26, had no name. But the soul now that became is the one that is getting the name Adam. It is the one, the soul is the one that is being entitled Adam.
That's powerful.
So Adam was called Adam when the soul became, meaning to say the soul name Adam was named after the soul.
So prophet of God,
right?
There is something that I'm picking up here. In actual sense, you are saying the name Adam is the one that is having the soul.
Yes.
So after the soul became, after the soul appeared,
then the soul was given a name.
Then the soul was given a name.
The spirit was not given a name. The body was not given a name.
That's powerful.
But when the soul became now, the name was given to the soul. That is why sometimes we come up with this broadcast and we say, you must know your spiritual name.
That's powerful.
You understand?
That's powerful.
Because the spirit of Adam, so Adam had no spiritual name. The name Adam had no spiritual name. The name was given to the soul. So Adam failed because he did not locate his spiritual name.
That's powerful.
Abraham located his name, his spiritual name, and it was Abraham. Jacob located his name and he was called Israel. Right? Jacob is the name of the soul. It is not the name of the spirit. Abraham is the name of the soul. It is not the name of the spirit. But Abraham is a spiritual name.
That's powerful.
Abraham is the soul's name. Jacob is the soul's name. But Israel is a spiritual name. So Adam never realized his spiritual name. That's why he failed.
So that is why the Bible is saying you are no longer Abraham. You are now Abraham.
That's a spiritual name.
That's a spiritual name.
You understand?
So you now Adam. You are Adam because the soul became.
The soul became, and the soul now was named after the name Adam.
It's not a spiritual name.
It's not a spiritual name. That's why Adam fell.
So, prophet of God,
Right.
there is something that is very sensitive here. You are saying there is a difference between a spiritual name and also a name that comes after the soul has been revealed.
Exactly. So there's a difference between the soul and the spirit. So when God placed Adam in the Garden of Eden, it is not God who gave the name Adam. Check it in the Bible. Adam gave himself the name. It is not God who gave Adam the name.
That's powerful.
Check in the whole Bible.
That's
but
powerful.
Adam was named Adam after the soul appeared. After the soul became. Then the name Adam became. You understand? And it was named after the soul, not the spirit.
So, prophet of God, for our viewers' sake, so that they can have a better understanding. So here you are actually saying God was silent. After the soul became, then that's the name Adam appeared there.
It appeared, it became.
Meaning to say God was just silent.
Yeah, and the name Adam is coming after to name the soul, not the spirit. That is why you see Adam never walked in his calling that was designated for him. Because his spiritual name was not, because his name was not changed. He was not able to locate his spiritual name. So he remained Adam and he failed.
So in actual sense, in the realms of the spirit, Adam is just a hidden man.
Right, let me show you something, man of God. Go to 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 45.
1 Corinthians chapter 14.
Verse 45.
I'll go to 1 Corinthians chapter 14. 1 Corinthians chapter 15.
Verse 45.
Okay, verse number 45.
Right.
1 Corinthians verse number 45.
No.
Go straight to number 45. I shall read.
Right.
And so it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul.
Right. You see, the name Adam is being referred to the soul. Can you come again now?
I will repeat. And so it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul.
The first man Adam was made a living soul. Meaning to say the name Adam is being given to the soul. Right, I want the second part.
The last Adam was made a quickening spirit.
The last Adam was made a quickening spirit. And he was and the last Adam was named after the name Jesus. And Jesus was a spiritual name.
My God.
You understand? That's why Jesus was able to conquer the devil. That is why Jesus was able to defeat every temptation that the devil brought to him. Why? Because Jesus realized and he located his spiritual name. He was given his spiritual name. The angel Gabriel said to Mary, the name of the child, he shall be called Jesus, for he shall save his own people, for he shall save the world.
That's powerful.
So that was the spiritual name, Jesus.
Jesus.
Right? Can you come again? I want the first part.
The first part, I will read 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse number 45. And so it is written, the first man Adam was made a living soul.
The first man Adam was a living soul. Meaning that the name Adam was named after his soul. You understand? So the name Adam now is going to the soul. It's not going to the spirit of Adam. So the spirit of Adam had no name. He never decoded his spiritual name in the realms of the spirit. Yet Adam decoded and knew his spiritual name. He was not going to fall down. But Adam now fell because he did not realize his spiritual name. Yeah.
So you are actually saying here, it's a disaster for somebody not to know his spiritual name.
It's a disaster.
It's a disaster.
It's a disaster.
You cannot operate in this realm of men without knowing your spiritual name.
You cannot operate, especially in the realm of God and in the realm of angels, without knowing your spiritual name. But today, we dealt about spiritual names. Today, we are not dealing with the spiritual name. Right? We are dealing with the state of the dead.
State of the dead.
Right? What do we have today about the state of the dead, man of God?
Prophet of God, thank you so much. Prophet of God, as we have already said, these are dead bodies all over here. These are dead bodies, and we can see all these posters. They are written, "May your soul rest in peace." Now we just want to understand, men of God. We want to establish here which soul is being referred to.
Right.
Since man is a tripartite entity, since man is a tripartite entity, man is comprised of the body, the soul, and the spirit.
Man is a tripartite being.
Is a tripartite being.
And entity, as you have put it.
Thank you so much, Prophet of God.
Right.
But people have chosen the name, "May your soul rest in peace."
Right. To handle that or to tackle that, go to the book of Revelation chapter 6, when the angel opened the fifth seal.
Revelation chapter 6.
Yeah. Now I'm about to start. Now I'm about to start to review review this mystery unto you. We are about to unlock this mystery. So
Revelation chapter 6.
Yeah. So we are now going deeper.
You are watching a live broadcast by Papa Malove. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our Facebook page Papa Malove the Great, so that you can have a great encounter every day. If you want to have a one-on-one prophetic session encounter with the prophet, call and text the office line on the numbers showing on the screen and register today. Your life will never be the same again. Welcome back and stay tuned.
Revelation chapter 6. Verse number.
When the angel opened the fifth seal.
I'll go to verse number. I'll go to verse number 9. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God and for the testimony which they held.
Right. Can you read the above verse? I want to know who opened the fifth seal. Can you read that?
Verse number 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him.
Right.
And the power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, and with the hunger, and with the death, and with the beast of the earth. Verse number 9.
Right.
And when he had opened the fifth seal,
This is the angel of the Lord now.
I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God.
What did he see?
I saw under the altar the souls of them.
Right. There is no spirit there. There is no body there. And the angel opened the fifth seal, and John the Revelator now is now seeing the souls that have been slain and killed of the gospel when they were on earth. He's seeing the souls of those who were martyred, those who were martyred because of the gospel. Like, what were the souls doing there?
And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood to them that dwell on the earth?
Meaning these souls, these people, they were killed because of the gospel. And they are bitterly crying to God that how long, oh God, shall you avenge of those who dwell on the earth? What did the angel say?
Verse number 11. And white robes were given unto every one of them.
These souls they're now giving away, they're now being given white robes.
And it was said unto them,
the souls that are now being addressed,
that they should rest yet for a little season.
That they should calm down and rest for a little season.
Until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled.
Meaning to say there are some people who are supposed to be killed of the gospel, that must suffer for the gospel, that must be afflicted for the gospel, that must be persecuted for the gospel, and join them. So these souls now that they are on the altar, you understand? They are in heaven, they are in paradise, and they are crying, Lord, you are delaying to put revenge, to avenge of those people, of the people who killed us, and they were given white robes, right? Meaning to say, men of God, when a believer leaves this earthly realm, when a Christian, right, let me put in a language where everybody can understand.
That's right.
But we believers, they don't die. You understand?
They rest.
They rest in the Lord. That's why you've seen the other graves that are written, may his soul rest in peace. May his soul rest in peace. Right? Believers, when they leave the earthly realm, they enter a portal called paradise. You understand? They enter a portal called paradise and their soul rests. Their spirit does not enter paradise. Their body does not enter paradise. But it is their souls that enter that portal called paradise, and they assume a resting period. That is why you have heard the souls, these souls, not the body, not the spirit. And these souls, they were given white robes, and they were told to rest a little longer.
So, prophet of God, as we are standing on this ground, in these graves, we have got those who were unbelievers.
Right.
We have those who were believers. So, in actual sense, to all those who are dead right now, those who were believers, their souls, they go and rest into paradise.
Right, exactly.
And now what happens to those who are unbelievers?
Right. Can you Mark 8 verse 36 before we move forward? This is now sensitive.
Mark chapter 8
verse 36.
verse number 36.
Mark 8 verse 36.
Mantayaba, Motoya, Mantayaba. I shall read the book of Mark chapter 8 verse number 36. What shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
Right. What shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul? Come again. Come
I will repeat. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
Right. So what they are losing is the soul. So unbelievers now, if they die, if they leave this earthly realm, they are losing the soul. But when a believer leaves this earthly realm, or in other words, if a believer dies in Christ, he does not lose his soul. You understand?
All right.
So, men of God, when I was taken by the Spirit of God, when I was shown a mystery, I was taken to a place where Adam was being formed in the Spirit. Viewers of all over the world, I was taken by the angel of God, and I saw myself in a place where Adam was formed. You understand? So when I got to that place now, I saw that the soul now, the spirit, it belonged to God, because that's where it came from. And the body, it belongs to this earth. You understand?
Which is the ground.
The ground, the soil. That's where the body belongs. But because the soul became, the soul belongs to you now.
Prophet of God. Prophet of God. You are saying here, the soul, the owner of the body is the soul.
Is the soil.
And the owner of the spirit is God.
Repeat, come again.
You are saying the owner of the body is the soil.
It's the ground, the soil.
The ground.
Yes.
Which you are standing on top right now.
Exactly.
Then the owner of the spirit is God.
It's God.
And the owner of the soul
that became
is you and me.
It's you and me. This is the mystery that was unlocked unto me. Right? So God, so I was not believing. Then the angel told me to open a scripture. Then I found myself in a place called Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 7.
The book of Ecclesiastes.
Chapter 12 verse 7, Old Testament.
Chapter 12, verse number 7.
Verse 7.
I shall read the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse number 7.
Right.
Then shall the dust return to earth as it was.
Right.
And the spirit shall return unto God who gave it.
Right. Go to Amplified Version then.
I'll read the Amplified Version.
Right.
Amplified Version. Then shall the dust out of which God made man's body.
From the dust the body was made.
Return to earth as it was.
So the body shall return to the earth as it was. So the mother of the body is the soil. The body does not belong to God. The physical body of a man, it belongs to the soil, to the ground. That's where it came from. It shall go back there.
That's powerful.
What about the spirit?
And the spirit shall return to God who gave it.
And the spirit shall return to God who gave it. Means that the mother of the spirit, or let me use the word, the owner of the spirit is God. But the soul now, it became. You understand? The soul became. It has got no owner. Means that the owner of the soul is you and me.
That is why the soul was named Adam.
Right, you see now. So the soul now is you. It belongs to you. You are the owner of the soul. That is why the Bible said, why shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Means that you don't lose the spirit, you don't lose the body, but what you lose is the soul, because the soul belongs to you. That is what the Bible is saying. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose what? And lose what?
His soul.
His own soul. What shall it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Means that the soul belongs to the man. It belongs to him.
So, Prophet of God, there's something that is very sensitive here.
Right.
So, we are really saying here,
Right.
the body is not going to be judged.
It's not going to be judged.
The spirit is not going to be
It's
judged.
not going. It will return to God, to the one who gave it.
But the soul is the one who shall face judgment.
The soul is the one that shall face judgment.
That's powerful.
You understand?
That's powerful. That's
Right.
powerful.
You are watching a live broadcast by Papa Melov. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our Facebook page Papa Melov the Great, so that you can have a great encounter every day. If you want to have a one-on-one prophetic session encounter with the prophet, call and text the office line on the numbers showing on the screen and register today. Your life will never be the same again. Welcome back and stay tuned.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.